as much as I love Ovidia and Sons,
use repurposed brands.
this nigga says go ahead.
He's wearing a flannel.
This nigga says go ahead and then keeps going.
Welcome to Tunnel Takedown, the only show where we care less about what you did on the court and
don't give a damn.
It's all about how you showed up. To my right, well, usually we have two co-hosts.
Where's Kalysse?
She's probably putting on the stuff that I dropped off for her.
Heard you, sis.
There you go. Not too bad. Sit your ass down.
Now y'all got me fucked up, actually.
Sit your ass down.
Triggered.
Fix it, Rack. Get it right. Get it right, Rack.
No.
I saved them.
There we go. Hey.
Wow, y'all really got me out here looking like I fucking sell bootleg DVDs in Times Square.
You might.
But you know, this is a result of you getting your ass whooped in Who's Who last week.
So mean.
First of all, my shit was delayed. Sorry, I'm a good sport. This ain't never gonna happen again. So.
Never gonna happen again?
I got that ass next time. Don't you worry. Enough about me. Let's get into the show.
We're gonna take our two favorite looks from this week.
Two.
Put them head to head.
Head to head.
Based on a rating system from originality, confidence, and overall execution.
Ooh, the winner will take their place on the Tunnel Takedown leaderboard where all season long, well, at least for the last 5 weeks, we've been tracking their progress and seeing who's been the best dressed each week.
And if you've been following the show, then you know Bradley Beal has been holding it down in the top spot since week 1 with your favorite fit.
It's not my favorite. Based on what we had.
You've been going hard every week.
You've been going hard
that was your
every
favorite
week
fit.
for them
Don't
brunch
run.
boots, for your brunch boot soldier.
But there was a lot of other players who were rocking some fire this past week. Now let's see if it's enough for them to knock Bradley Beal at the top spot.
First player, Evan Mother Flippin' Turner.
Let's go, E. I like this. It's a little different. It looks like an elongated denim jacket. Now, I'm not a fan of joggers at all, but that bunched up ankle just sits properly on top of whatever shoe this is.
Common Projects.
That's a Common Project shoe. Gave him an 8 for originality, 8 for confidence, and overall execution, I gave this a 9.
So Evan Turner, his pre-Coachella, I'm on my way to go get fresh juice from the Whole Foods in my neighborhood outfit. I gave him a 6 for originality. If he was gonna go with Joseph's Technicolor Dream Coat, he should have just committed fully. But anyways.
That's just how the code was made.
Hey, it's my opinion. Confidence, I gave him a 6. For overall execution, he got a 4.
I'm really into like reworking fabrics, patchwork and stuff, and I'm a fan of like Greg Lauren's work, so I like this coat. I personally would wear it. I feel like he toned it down with the white tee, because if he would have did anything else, it would have been extra. It would have been real extra. The Common Projects, the cargos, I like how he played with the tones that tie back into the jacket, but it's not doing too much. So for that reason, I gave him a 9 for originality. I gave him an 8 for confidence, and then overall execution, an 8. I thought this was cool. So give him a total points of 66.
Look numero dos, Kyle Kuzma. I gave this boy 9 5s across the board. To me, this fit his age,
That's pretty high.
his job.
You gave this nigga a 9.5?
Yes,
That's
I
the
did.
highest
Yes,
amount of
yes,
points
I
that
did.
we
Yes,
had
Miles, I did. I
all.
gave him
No
9
one
5s across the
no
board.
one has-
I gave
This
him
is a
9.
9.5. This is the highest.
You want me to break it down for you?
This is the
Would you like me
Please
to break it
do.
down for you?
Please do.
Okay. Overall, I think that this is in the streets, this is the term, right? It's a look.
This is a very
It's
like
a
East
look.
LA
It's a
type
look.
of look.
The shit just fit all the way together. And sometimes it ain't always about the brands as much as it is the synergy with the pieces that you put together to create the look. And I think, me personally, this is not a bad look. Overall, this is probably the best look that I've seen coming through the tunnel. I gave the boy a 9 5 for originality. I gave the boy...
What?
I'm just here to gas things out.
Yo, niggas is gaslighting.
Yo, fuck brunch boots.
This is bullshit.
Fuck outta
This
here.
is bullshit.
Fuck outta here.
One thing you can't do if you're trying to stay authentic is you can't use repurposed brands. So as much as I love Ovidia and Sons,
use repurposed brands.
this nigga says go ahead.
He's wearing
This
a
nigga
flannel.
This nigga says go ahead and then keeps going. So this Ovidia and Sons flannel, that's not, first of all, that's not a genuine flannel. You're going for a different look.
What makes a
That's
genuine
number
flannel?
one. Kaiser Clark, that's not a vintage tee. You're trying to go for a vintage tee look. You could have went to round 2 and got you a vintage tee.
Could you tell me what a genuine flannel is, though?
A real lumberjack, a real a real.
So he
that
could have went to
shit ain't
Walmart. So you say he could have went to Walmart
Absolutely,
and bought
and
a
it would've
Faded
looked-
Glory shirt, and
it
it would
would've
have
looked
better than that.
it would have looked way better than
Fuck
this.
outta here, Miles.
This is not good. These socks look like when you come home from church and you want to hurry up and run outside and play with your friends, so you just get changed and leave your church socks on. This is trash. Then when you get to these fucking shoes, like, why are you wearing low-top Chucks and you wear a size fucking 15? You look dumb. And then you choked him. He choked him. These shit is tied to his ankle. Are you kidding me? Originality, he has a 6. Confidence, he has a 6. And for overall execution, he has a 7.
Oh my God! You're high, Mouse. Whatever you have, I would like some.
Now,
Eyes.
I think
Eyes
you
is
guys have said enough.
No.
So I don't think that there's anything else that I really
Give
need
us
to
your damn
say.
scores.
An 8 for originality, 8 for confidence,
Thank you. Shout out.
and a 9
That's right.
for overall execution.
That's right.
Okay. A 9 for overall execution. We had a lot of flannel looks this season,
And he did the best.
and he did do the best.
Okay.
With a total of 72.5.
That's crazy.
So
Point
white-
five!
He beat him by a 0.5? That's
Kyle
crazy.
Kuzma catapults to the top spot on the leaderboard. Yes! That means after 6 weeks, Bradley Beal in his brunch fucking coat and boots have been taken down. They've been dethroned. With
Kemba Walker
one
and
of your
Kevin Durant.
favorites, Kemba Walker, and another one of
was cool,
y'all
cool.
favorites, Kevin Durant.
Not
Oh,
one of
that
y'all
would be your
favorites.
favorites. Don't
That
even
ain't
put
not
that
one
on
of
me,
my-
no baby boy. Not
Baby
today. All right, let's pause for a second and send it out to LA, where stylist and Tunnel Takedown correspondent Derek Roche will sit down with Allen Crabbe of the Brooklyn Nets to talk his personal style and how he gets ready for the tunnel.
When you were growing up and playing ball, were you even thinking about like what the hell are these players wearing or what are they doing?
Actually, no. My sister is, I basically call her my stylist.
Oh, nice.
I remember when I got to the NBA and she told me about some Balenciaga shoes, I was like, what? Like,
What
is
language is that?
Like, exactly.
How do you communicate with her? Like when you're getting ready to get dressed to like go to a game?
We'll FaceTime, we'll text, or just recently I had, we're on a 16-day road trip.
Okay.
And I told her, I said, no, we're gonna fly you out here and you're gonna pack my bag for the whole trip.
I see you like these varsity jackets.
I got my little Calvin Klein California jacket, pretty authentic, and then my little Amiri one. See, thing is, you know, a lot of guys wouldn't wear the pink. You know, it's only a certain type of person who can pull off the pink.
dope.
Got my Balenciaga pieces, the crew neck.
And you like
can
these
pull-
words.
Oh yeah.
I come like
Definitely.
message clothes, like where
Yeah,
they're sending a
definitely.
message or they're saying stuff.
Exactly. See, and I'm not even gonna lie to you, like in the past, I probably wouldn't wear colors like that. But you know, my sister tells me, she's like, yo, just be open to it. She like, just
Right.
trust me. Don't get me wrong. I don't need her all the time. I could put some stuff together on my
Okay.
own too. But for the most part, I just, you know, I let her do it.
Tell me how you get inspired to pull for your brother.
So I am an Instagram freak. You know, you're trend watching, you're seeing, you know, what's new, that's what you have to do.
So you're seeing what's going on in the
Yeah.
streets, what's going on the
Yeah.
runways,
Yeah.
and you're just trying to figure out what matches with him and his personality.
You know what, it's really funny, I'll have to put you on blast. So
Here we
I
go.
would tell him, I would show him something, like for instance, the Chucks. I showed him those a long time ago. He was like, I don't know. I mean, part of it is, you know, Chucks make your feet look bigger.
Right.
So later on down the line, he's like, oh man, I like them. I think I gotta have them.
And
No,
that's the
these
thing,
are
too.
dope. I
I
love
like to
these.
keep mine fresh though.
So thanks for having me. I really appreciate my time here.
Thank you for coming out.
No,
boss.
for sure. We'll see you in New York.
Now, this week we have a super special guest stopping by the show, Complex Fam, 1/3 of the Soul Collector's full-size run, Trinidad James.
First of all, congratulations on the show.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you. We
job.
trying to do our thing out here.
Of course.
And let's just jump straight into it. Who do you think is the best and worst dressed players in the league?
The best dressed, I mean, honestly, they all have the same style. If you really look at it, it's like 6 players that have like a model physique that makes them wear the same shit. So like Kyle Kuzma, Kelly Oubre, sometimes Lonzo Ball, Jason Tatum. These are all the same person. I mean, of course, I love PJ's shoe collection. Whatever, you know what I'm
his
saying?
pajama collection?
I didn't like it last week. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I know why you didn't like it.
I would never leave my home dressed like that.
But you would wear it at the house. That's a lie.
No,
That's a
you ain't
lie.
your-
That's a lie.
Late night,
That's
maybe
a
you're
lie.
like coming out of the
Maybe going to
casino.
That's
No,
a lie.
shit,
You'll
like,
be getting
no.
high. Let it be some crazy shit. Forget Dolce & Gabbana. Let it be something that you actually like. Because niggas is only certain niggas like Dolce. So let it be something you like, you pajama the fuck
We
out.
run out of
Relax.
blunts, you might get me to leave the house in that.
So who's
Who's your worst?
My worst would be
Who needs improvement?
Javale McGee. That's my boy. You know what I'm saying? He's so tall, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of KD's outfits. You know what I'm saying?
Neither are we.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Why you keep saying tell these two?
Because y'all be vouching for KD like
You be
he's
vouching
the
for
best
fucking-
thing in the
I'm
league.
gonna tell y'all are very biased. When somebody wears a flannel, because y'all hold flannel so high on y'all totem pole of fashion.
Exactly. Let's
Y'all-
go. Exactly.
A nigga throwing a flannel
We just
argued
and
about
a
flannels for
bikini,
20
and y'all
minutes.
niggas like 10 points. 10 points. Like, all right.
Now with like sneakers being obviously like a huge component of the overall fit, who do you feel? I mean, you said PJ Tucker, but who else do you feel like has the firest like sneaker game?
I feel like everybody's wearing the same things. You guys kind of pointed out everybody out what you did. I think the Air Force Ones.
Anything off-white, really.
Yeah, it's just like that's an easy thing. It's become an easy go-to for an NBA player who has a stylist or whatever.
To pull a look.
To like, oh, boom. Put these on.
Like these are hype.
These
like,
are Virgil. Throw
you
these
can wear
on. You
something
can't
super
lose
basic.
it. You know, it's like an armor almost.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
All right, Trinidad, you've been known to rock some pretty bold looks over the past few years. So before you go, we wanted to take a look at some crazy and memorable fashion moments in NBA history.
Okay.
Now, first up, we got Spencer Hawes wearing the Christmas tree suit to the Christmas game against the Warriors. But yeah, Trinidad, what you think about this one?
Well, I think what you think. So we know. Let me say that before I go into some reasoning that is like why I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's not good.
We got Russell Westbrook for the second look here at the 2013 Teen Choice Awards, and I'm just gonna say he looks like he could defend some otherworldly realm.
Well, you know, Russell Westbrook is a very Game of Thrones type of nigga.
Bro, this is pure Vatican 2097.
Defending the last Earth.
Missing sleeve, a lot of ankle going on.
All right, next up, a New York legend,
Leon.
Oh yeah.
Walt Frazier.
Leon.
I'm biased on my. You see, I'm biased on my old school people. So
I'm saying.
Well, because this is their era.
Exactly.
Walt
You know what
been
I'm
getting
saying?
busy like
Walt
this.
yeah.
Forever. I mean, if you see the young pictures of him, you'll know that like, man, this man had the drip for a long time.
He's super flexing in the last picture with
the
the
shoe,
Clyde
his
Pumas.
shoe, yeah.
Those are his.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man, show my man
Trinidad, y'all
respect.
got the same damn boot on?
His is better, probably.
Last but not least, Dennis Rodman.
Y'all wrong.
Now,
for
he
that.
from Ohio?
1996. No, he's not
Oh,
from
I
Ohio.
thought he was from Ohio.
No, he's from Texas.
Shade. Okay.
Dennis Rodman is a legend.
Rodman is a legend.
Dennis Rodman.
Rodman? Who the fuck is
you
Dennis
know what?
Rodman?
All right.
It's Rodman.
Rodman
Is a legend showing up. This is, I think, when he was on his Bad As I Wanna Be tour. He actually pulled up, if I'm not mistaken, to one of his book signings. That's what this is from.
I mean, this is a legend to me. He can't do nothing wrong in my eyes. Of course, I don't
They
want to wear
said
a
that I
dress.
could pull a
But
wedding dress off in the green room.
You could.
did you believe it?
I don't. I wouldn't attempt it.
Okay.
What about you, Trinidad? You think you could pull one off?
I mean, I definitely think I could pull one off, but you know what I'm saying? That's just the confidence that I walk with.
Right.
But I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
I didn't, I didn't grow up like that, so it's not my thing. Well, I look at him, honestly, to me, this is my NBA fashion icon. For period of all times.
First troll.
Everybody else, people been putting on good clothes for a long time. Like I loved when Iverson was doing his thing. But would I dress like that? Would I really think about it? Even at that time, I wasn't even really dressing like that because big shorts was okay to hoop in, but it was uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? But Dennis Rodman, on and off the court, and just in general in life, even the hair colors and the dyes, if you look at everything that people do now, I mean, he was doing these things in the 90s. To me, Dennis Rodman is literally a legend.
Trinidad, we appreciate you coming out.
Thank you, Rose.
You know, it was a long travel from down the hall, but we appreciate you nonetheless.
From down the hall.
We'll see you on FSR.
Hey, you
what I'm
already
saying?
know. Tune in.
So it's all fun and games with us. We get to sit here and armchair quarterback and talk about these fits. But I want to take a little time today to talk about our own styles.
I like to think of my style as like cool, calm, collective, like not really trying too hard, I think. I'm really into like patchwork and rework like we were talking about earlier. As far as like a player who I felt like kind of compared to that is Jordan Clarkson. So I feel like Jordan Clarkson kind of just like throws shit on. He doesn't have a stylist, but like it always works for him. Just real chill, nothing too crazy, minimal branding, like, yeah, that's me.
I think my style is a combination of myself, Chuck Norris, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. If I had to throw some people together, okay? I'm from the Midwest, so I definitely don't mind, popping up with, my shirt out with a vest on. Kelly doesn't look bad, and Kelly doesn't do a bad job, but Kelly ain't me. He didn't want to fully commit by, letting all of this out, but I see where he tried it. Shout outs to Kelly Oubre for, trying to look like his dad out here. Mouse, Let's get your personal style now. I mean, we can't leave you out of the fray.
I like to think, especially when it comes to leisure and like streetwear, I'm like a mix-up between like Russell and Chris Paul. I feel like with Chris Paul and Russell Westbrook, I think it all starts with the sneaker. I think they dress up from the sneaker, and then it kind of gets wild when dealing with Russell. That's why I feel like I'm more like Chris Paul. Even like what I'm wearing today, like just it's a comfortable sweatsuit, but it's more about the sneaker. So yeah, shout out to Chris Paul and his team. And shout out to, look, can we
Shout out to us, because you guys are always like, well, why are they judging based off of this? And why do they think that they're fly? Like, so now you guys have a better understanding of, you know, we're all in different lanes. We all have different tastes.
I know this ain't gonna make it to the final edit, but I could fuck.
Well, it is time to get into my favorite segment, the Flagrant Fit of the Week.
Javale.
We need you to get it together, because we can't even keep track how many times
Is Javale our
we
first
play
repeat offender?
Yeah.
Let's do it. You see Javale, he ruins a great pair of sneakers. The light bone fair God one was just a really good sneaker.
And put them damn Amiri pants on.
He could have just dubbed the sneakers as is, and if he was gonna do the Amiri and this
Put
like
them damn
lumberjack
Amiri
look, he could have just got the Amiri like Chelsea boots. I would have respected it more.
Yeah, and I'm not feeling this like cut off 90s bully look that he's rocking with up top.
He looks like his name is Worm.
I feel like if he had the sleeve though, you probably would have.
No, I wouldn't have.
No.
Nah. Because then he would have like Bruce Banner right before he ripped the sleeves off and became the Hulk. Like,
And these Amiri,
I'm angry.
These Amiri jeans are not good at all. Like, this
mean-
is not a good pair of jeans.
Javale, I'm speaking directly to you. I'll be in LA next week, so holler at me. I heard y'all ain't making the playoffs. You got some free
You
time.
can sit around and regroup.
Let's regroup your looks.
As always, we appreciate you guys tuning in to us. And if you know what's good for you,
If you know.
then you will also tune into the NBA on ESPN this week as the playoff push continues.
It's cool to go ahead over to Complex Sports, hit that comment section, and let us know, you know, what you think was the best or the worst look in the NBA this week.
We'll see you next time on Tunnel Takedown, only on Complex.
Not this bitch.